DeWanna Bailout was brought in for leadership. She was brought in for leadership. And do you want to know all that these young players learned from her? If things don't go your way, refuse to show up. Continue to get paid a max contract while you are sitting out, refusing to play.
She got benched. She couldn't handle it. I want out. She's not playing well. She's getting criticized. I want out.
DeWanna Bailout is starting to resemble DeWanna Bailout after mysteriously disappearing for 5 straight games due to what's only been described as personal reasons. That vague excuse might have been enough at first, but now it's official. Bailout is no longer part of the Indiana Fever roster. And fans? They aren't just confused, they're furious. This isn't about box scores, highlights, or even her undeniable Hall of Fame resume. This is about loyalty, leadership, and the gut punch of a veteran player walking away mid-season from the team she was supposed to guide. Let's take it from the beginning. When Bailout signed with the Indiana Fever, the fanbase exploded with optimism. She was touted as the missing piece, the final veteran addition who could push this team from playoff potential to actual championship contention. Her resume was undeniable: multiple All-Star appearances, 2 WNBA championships, and the kind of poise that only comes from years of high-stakes basketball. Even at 37, she looked like she had something left to give, and the plan wasn't just to get buckets. The plan was to mentor Caitlin Clark and Indiana's rising stars through their most pressure-packed season yet. Just last postseason, the Fever showed flashes of promise but ultimately came up short due to a lack of playoff experience. That's why Bailout was signed, to bring stability, calm, and a championship mindset to the locker room. And at first, she said all the right things. She gave passionate interviews about wanting to pass on her knowledge, uplift young teammates, and add to what Indiana was already building. She even mentioned how refreshing it was to be in a city where fans recognized her at the grocery store, thanked her for being there, and told her how excited they were for the season. The love was mutual. She said it herself. She felt like the missing puzzle piece and was here to lead, not just play. Fans believed in her. They embraced her. They bought the jerseys, flooded her with support, and praised the Fever's front office for landing such a high-caliber veteran. Even Caitlin Clark, the biggest rookie name in women's basketball, expressed how much she valued Bailout's presence and wisdom. She called her a true leader, someone who could help the young squad adjust to the media circus and relentless pace of the league. Then came the moment that seemed to validate everything. Bailout became the 3rd all-time leading scorer in WNBA history during a dominant win over the Chicago Sky. The team looked like it had finally clicked. Indiana was building something special. Or so we thought. Right after that, Bailout's production took a nosedive. Her scoring average dropped to just 7 points per game, a massive fall from her previous numbers. Critics started asking the uncomfortable questions. Was this roster built to support Caitlin Clark's playing style? Was Coach Stephanie White's system even working? And more importantly, was DeWanna Bailout still the right fit? Then came the bombshell. After just 9 games, Bailout was removed from the lineup for personal reasons. At first, fans were understanding. After all, Clark had just come back from injury, and Coach White had also stepped away temporarily due to her own personal matters. But as time passed, and Bailout stayed gone, the fanbase's patience turned to skepticism. There were no updates, no comments, no clarity, just silence. And then came the social media clues. Fans noticed that Bailout quietly deleted all references to the Indiana Fever from her Instagram. Whispers turned to rumors, and rumors became reports. DeWanna Bailout wasn't just out, she had no intention of returning. League insiders claimed she was already expressing interest in joining either the Phoenix Mercury or the Atlanta Dream. Meanwhile, her teammates were left in the dark, and her fans were left stunned. When Coach White was asked directly about Bailout's status, her answer was vague at best. "I've been focused on the team and what we need to do to win. I haven't spoken with Bailout's agent." That's not just a dodge, that's practically confirmation that communication had broken down completely. And in pro sports, especially when dealing with a veteran, that's all the evidence you need to know the relationship is fractured beyond repair. So now, let's talk about the betrayal fans are feeling. The DeWanna Bailout we were sold, the locker room leader, the wise mentor, the selfless veteran, apparently vanished the moment things got difficult. According to multiple sources, Bonner was unhappy with her role. When her minutes were cut and she was benched for Lexi Hull, she mentally checked out. No more vocal support from the sidelines. No more veteran presence in the locker room. She simply disappeared. That's not leadership. That's ego. And let's be honest, no one's blaming her for not wanting to ride the bench. She's a future Hall of Famer, and players of her caliber are used to starting and closing games. But real leaders don't vanish when the spotlight shifts. They adapt. They show up anyway. They lead especially when it's no longer about them. But instead, when DeWanna was asked to accept a supporting role, she said, "Nah, I'm good." Multiple insiders told Front Office Sports that the fit was off from the beginning. Bonner was expected to start and play a major role. When that didn't happen, her attitude shifted, and so did her commitment. And just like that, the narrative we were fed, that she came here to mentor and elevate the team, was blown apart. Now, the Fever are left to pick up the pieces. Caitlin Clark is carrying the team. The younger players are stepping up. And DeWanna Bonner is gone, not with a press release or a thank you, but with a silent exit that left fans feeling burned. The same fans who cheered for her. Who welcomed her. Who believed in her. But maybe this is a blessing in disguise. Maybe this is exactly what the Fever needed to realize who's really all in. No more distractions. No more pretenses. Just a squad that's ready to build from the ground up with players who want to be there. Who want to fight. Who understand that leadership isn't about fame or comfort, it's about commitment. So if you feel betrayed, you're not wrong. And if you're ready to move on, drop a "good riddance DB" in the comments below, because Indiana deserves better. They deserve players who show up, fight through adversity, and don't walk away when the game plan changes. This city is building something special. And clearly, DeWanna Bonner wasn't meant to be part of it.